and into the north we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast, Into the North. As always, it's your boy Don the Jeweler. I'm rocking out there in the 204. They say pimping ain't easy, and he wholeheartedly disagrees. Chantastic Corey Chan. What's up, player?
What's going on, homie? What's going on? How you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. Feeling good.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I am so insanely pumped for this episode. Yo, we've been running off a lot of good guests lately, and we got another great one lined up for tonight.
Yeah, we got a good one. I'm very excited about this one. This is going to be good.
Absolutely. But before we get into that, we just want to thank you guys for tuning in again. Episode 25?
Wasn't it? It was a two-part, right?
No, this is episode 25. Yeah.
This is 25. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And episodes 24 and 23 was our NFL preview for this season with guest host Kundo.
Yes, Kundo.
It was a lot. It was a lot of laughs, some tears, some finger wagging, some words that would get bleeped in another setting. But check out our NFL preview. It's up now on the YouTube channel. Episode 1's the NFC, and episode 2 is the AFC. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, go check out our Make Me a Mixtape that we posted.
Yes.
It's all the bangers that we were getting down to this summer.
Yes.
Absolutely. And yeah, we got some other stuff coming. But first, let's welcome our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are super hyped to have another guest. Chan, we're stacking guests on top of guests around here lately.
Yeah, we're doing a pretty good job, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And this one definitely stacks up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we're running through ideas for guests, I never thought, and then we're talking about what we want to do tonight, and you're like, yo, let's call the kid up and get him on.
Yo, I know a guy, yep.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
So without further ado, what's your name and where you from?
What's up? This is Ty Sauce from Montreal. Lachine, born and raised,
Representing.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me on, boys.
Welcome into the
Thanks
North,
for
Ty.
on.
Make some noise.
Thanks for coming on. Yes. Welcome.
Welcome to the North. It's cooler up here, bro. So, yo, glad to have you on.
Trust me. I appreciate it. I love it. I love what y'all doing. Just everyday conversations,
Thanks,
brother.
All
Thank
relatable.
you.
Appreciate that.
We're trying.
Appreciate that.
Trying, man. Trust me. It's you put a lot of work goes into, broing out and recording it. Like some of the conversation you would have normally to make sure you get it up on here. Takes a little elbow grease, but yeah,
Trust
man.
me, I be doing it with my boys all the time, just having conversations, and we always say we should just put a mic in the room. That's
Absolutely.
It. Put a mic in the room.
For sure.
And,
For sure.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty much how all this started.
Exactly.
It's just logical. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, man.
So how's your summer been, bro?
Man, it's been good, just working, trying to hit the gym as often as possible.
Hell yeah.
Just, trying to stay healthy.
Exactly.
Taking good care of that lovely lady of yours, I hope.
Oh, definitely.
Yo, I had the over under 5 minutes before Corey mentioned that. It's a minute 46.
I love it. I expected it, though. I expected it.
Yeah. Well, Ty, we're welcoming you into a new family, the Into the North family. You're already a part of the de facto Chan clan.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You said you're hitting the gym, man. I hope so, because you know how to cook it up. Like you're on your chef ting, so
that's the problem. Like I like to eat. So
yeah, man.
I gotta balance it. It's all about balance.
Don't we all, bro? Don't we all?
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. Plus, we're gonna be hitting the town in style come October. You and I.
Oh,
yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
The pay gate ready.
I never been out there.
Ready.
So I've been out there.
Ready.
So cause a fool real quick and dip out.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
You got a costume yet?
Not yet. I've been thinking about it for weeks, trying to figure it out with Megan. It's just not happening. We just have no idea, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at some point.
Are you guys looking at a tandem costume, or are you guys looking at like just your own? You got to pick something you both like and go your own way.
Honestly, both. We just don't know, so we're looking at the tandem. We're looking at the singles, but we'll see what happens.
I'm pretty sure you guys will come up with something good though.
Yeah.
I got a couple ideas cooking her out too, but
I can imagine, my friend. I can imagine.
It's just some of my ideas. They're better for a slim fella. You see, I carry around a wee bit of girth.
I hear you. I hear you. Like, mans can't just be a Power Ranger. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wear a spandex suit right now.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that.
Ah, shit, man.
Exactly. You know, I want to be
Oh, fuck.
Jareth the Goblin King, but I don't know if you ever saw the movie Labyrinth. David Bowie's pants are quite tight, and I am not in the tight pants
Boy.
business.
Oh man, I hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheers
man.
to that. I hear
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
No
Any
doubt.
excuse to wear eyeshadow, though, right? So.
Oh, man.
Love it.
Too
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, we're gonna be heading out to go see Chantastic over there in Winnipeg, and it's gonna be a hell of a time.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
I can't
Yeah, I'm
get.
there for what 3-4 days. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna
I'm
be
excited.
good, bro.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
I was out there once, but it was a while ago, and it was like
Many
I
months.
I don't know how great Winnipeg is now. I hope if you listen to Chan and other people, it's fantastic. But it was kind of a cow town back then.
Apparently, it's a great town. So
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So many backyard parties. It felt like I was back on the res. Like
It
just
won't-
the
it-
whole town was the res.
It won't disappoint, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it won't disappoint.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we brought you in for a wee bit of your expertise. Unfortunately, it's talking about one of the sadder aspects, but we're gonna get to all of that in a little bit. So unfortunately, Halifax's own Pat Stay, world-renowned battle rapper, listening to you guys, one of the best to do it, unfortunately lost his life last weekend, I believe it was.
Yes.
Foolishness.
Yeah.
Yes.
To some absolute foolishness. Apparently, he was breaking up a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Trying
Wasn't
to.
part of the fight.
Yeah.
Wasn't even part of it, man.
He was
at
just-
a bar downtown Halifax, and
Yeah.
just
And
that
so
was that.
somebody gave him the steal, and it was,
Yep.
you know, it's terrible to hear that. It's terrible to lose anybody to someone trying to stop people from acting foolish, and then their foolishness jumps up a next level, and then we lose. I mean, not even someone who's an attribute to the art form, but on all accounts, a really good dude, right?
Like, dude,
Definitely.
like the meaning "only the good die young" like literally comes into effect with this one, man. Like this dude, yeah, this
It
guy
always
like
be that.
this guy touched people's hearts and shit, man. Like this guy's a real genuine human being, man. And he's got
Yeah.
fucking battle raps like you wouldn't believe either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a great dude. Like, advocated for mental health, for
Yeah, man.
everything. Like, he was a good dude. He was a good
Was.
dude. And
Yeah.
like you said, it always be those ones. It always be those.
Yeah. Like I mean, he's like I've been following him for a while now. You know what I'm saying? And like on his social medias, he's just a clown, man. He's just funny. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
And he's always
That's
just
his
cracking jokes and showing pictures of him and his family together, hanging out and doing things
So
and just like all the great shit he does for people and just loving life, like just all this shit he says, man. It's just genuine shit.
So like me, most of the viewers aren't gonna know much about him at all. So pretend I know nothing, because I actually do know nothing other than his name and a little bit of his history. Who was Pat Stay? Like you said, he advocated for mental health and all that. Who was he not only as a dude, but who was he as not only a battle rapper in the contemporary scene, but where does he stack up? Like,
Ty, you wanna go
Well,
first? Go first.
Pat Stay, Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Scotian people, they crazy. I love him though. I love him though. He was battling up in Canada for the longest time.
can get a dot in
Made
that.
through the ranks. Exactly. He was
King
at
of the Dot,
there was two different leagues before that even, and then King of the Dot was created, and then he just took over King of the Dot. He was champion for a hot minute. He was killing it, and then he started going down to the States and going and battling for Smack, which is like
Smack.
elite. URL is
URL, exactly, homie. Yeah, like
if
super
you
top
make it
tier.
to URL, then like you're good to go.
Did Smack
Like top
did
tier
Smack
entities.
transition into URL, or was Smack its own thing and URL sprung
Smack
up and it
is
E
was its own
URL.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, Smack is
Smack is
URL.
URL. Yeah, yeah, because his name is Smack White. Like
Yes,
like
Smack White. Yeah.
so,
Every
like,
once in
and-
every once in a while, that sound, that smack, pops into my head.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like he rolls that R,
Yeah.
No, not R, but the A. It's hard how he does it.
He
I
puts
can't
an
do
R
it.
in there somewhere. I don't even know where.
no doubt.
That's
No
it's
doubt.
like
He rolls. Exactly. He rolls something, man.
I don't know how he does it either, man.
Mhm.
But I mean, he even also battled out in the UK too. I think in the last few years, he was out there battling too for a bit. But I mean, he was a guy.
He did a URL event in the UK actually.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
the URL event in the UK in London.
Okay.
Yes.
And he won the battle. He actually made the guy get so upset that he jumped off the stage.
Like, really?
Yeah, like he went on about talk about how like he'll almost fight and this and that, like you ain't shit, this and that.
Yeah,
and this is against like one of the top battle rappers like in the game. Especially today, this guy is.
Was it a UK guy or was it an American guy?
No, American. Tay-Rock from Baltimore.
Okay.
This guy is an animal. He's been there back in the day, and he's still there now, killing it. And like,
how do you walk off the stage on that?
It was crazy.
Like, how do you walk off the stage on that? You know what I mean? They do all this.
Kids were mentioned. The kids weren't supposed to be mentioned.
Dude, it got serious.
It got out of hand.
It got serious quick, like real quick.
Like it was about to go down.
But
yeah, like it was. The environment.
Didn't finish.
You can cut the hostility with a knife. Like you can cut the hostility with a knife.
But it's not like you're in the barbershop and you're going back and forth with somebody, and then there are like tons of different lines and levels of lines that could be crossed. In a battle, everyone's talking about murdering everybody and fucking everybody, and like when you go into one of these battle situations, you know that the intensity is gonna be so high that they're gonna say some unforgivable shit, right?
It's the truth.
Yeah, but the thing is with that is that there's contracts that are signed beforehand, right? And in those contracts, certain people have certain clauses that you can't say certain things. Like for example, there was an event where Mook
is sick too.
Yeah, it was Mook
is sick.
His mom just passed like the week before. So in the thing, he's like, "Don't talk about my mom." And by the second round, the other guy, it was like a 2-on-2 battle. The other guy decides to talk about he instantly says your mom's a bitch or whatever, instantly, and
just
then
like
just
that,
goes off about that, and then was doing some foolishness and Mook punched him in his face. So like you know, there's certain things that you aren't allowed to say if you sign the contract. If you agree, can't say this, and you agree to it, and then you do it, like now you crossed the line. If I said there was no holds barred and say what the fuck you want, you can't be mad at me then.
No.
Okay,
no,
that's fair.
Not.
But like, there's that. But that list has to be really short, like kids, parents, wives. And then, other than that,
but like people still let that slide for the most part.
Yeah,
We still be talking about that.
Okay,
on a regular basis.
But if you ask to put anything else on that list, like, oh, bro, don't talk about my girl, like, fuck you, like, why even sign it? No. Why even do it, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And they do all this gun talk, doing all the big weird arms and shit, and the candy come out when I pull out the laser.
Like,
I love it. The theatrics are the best.
Dude, and that's...
The bar has to hit.
Yeah.
Don't come with theatrics if the bars ain't hit it. And that's why Pat Stay was a legend for that.
Dude, the man
didn't have to do that much, but when he did it, you were listening, and then he had a bar to come with it.
Like,
and just
he literally... There's like rounds of him kicking people's ass by just cracking jokes, man. Just straight jokes. Everyone's laughing. It's not even like, oh shit, it was like straight laughs. Like this, he's literally there making you look stupid. Like from cracking all these jokes about you. Like he'll come at you with the hardest shit and then out of nowhere flip it around and make everyone in the crowd just fucking laugh, bro. Like he's got a style like nobody else, man. And he's got some notable, and you know, this guy literally like went through some solid battle rappers to get to where he's at, man. Like
100%.
Fuck.
Okay.
Disaster. Unreal.
I just watched that battle over.
When
battle
he did
against Disaster, he destroyed him. And in the third round, he didn't even talk about Disaster. He talked about all the good shit he'd be doing and why he loves battle rap.
Yeah, exactly.
He
talked about loving the fans, about battle rap and all this shit. He didn't even diss Disaster.
He used to talk to this kid that had cancer. And that the kid would be so happy to talk to him and to watch his battles because of the jokes and everything.
Yeah,
and,
man.
And then the kid called him back and told him that his cancer's going away and that the market's going down, this, that, and the third. And then his mom was talking to him like crying, talking about how like thank you so much. It's because of you. You know, you kept his spirits up. You did this. You did that. Like, a whole third round about positivity.
I know, man.
And murdered him.
Yeah,
him.
Knowing that he already had him 2-0 though, like he was gonna risk that if it was even.
Exactly.
For sure.
But
helping out cancer kids, but it's a tie
boat,
game. He's gonna run. Maybe he's gonna run something a little harder in the last round. Like
right though. But I mean, like even there's even like Daylight. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you know who Daylight is, right?
Yeah,
well,
right? Like legend.
When we were discussing this yesterday. Sorry, Corey, give me one quick second. When I was talking with Ty yesterday, I'm like, yo, let's do this for tonight. I'm like, yeah, you know, I know like Mook and Disaster and like Charlie Clips. And he's like, oh, yeah, the old school guys. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Charlie Clips is still killing it, though.
He's still, though. Yeah, he's out there. He's out there. Yeah.
That's my favorite battle rapper today, this guy.
Conceited.
He's dope.
Who else was there? Conceited.
Conceited don't battle no more.
No, he hasn't battled forever.
There was a goof.
Hitman Holla battles every so often.
Hitman Holla, yeah. The other guy, he's got a show, Math.
Math Hoffa?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He don't really battle. That's rare.
No. Yeah, because he's got a TV show. Why is he gonna battle for?
I can't remember, but do you remember? I can't remember his name, but there's a battle rapper from. You remember that TV series, Grant, Making the Band?
Oh, absolutely.
With P Diddy.
Yeah.
And then they had there was the two that made the actual group. That one dude and that one chick. The dude is a battle rapper.
Ness.
Yes,
Ness
he's a battle rapper. Yes, he's from Philly. Yes, yes.
He's dope.
Yes, no, I heard the name. I think he still battles here and there.
He does. No, he does for sure, man. Absolutely, he does. Battle.
I think he had an LA Leakers recently, and I'm like, oh shit, this dude. I'm like, oh fuck, he's still dope. I'm like, yo, let's get him on the Instagram.
Yeah, no doubt. No, but yeah, I don't know. Pat Stay's just done a lot, man. You know,
well,
like
you mentioned to me that
Canada on the map, man.
You mentioned to me that the comedy stuff wasn't really at the beginning. He was like very
more
aggressively
hard. Like
vicious.
when I first started listening to him, he was coming in. He was coming in pretty hard though, man. Like when I first started watching him as young Pat, when he was like, I don't know, 26
with the chin strap.
With the chin strap, bro, and a little more heavier. Yes.
Was that a street name, Young Pat?
big baggy shirts, big baggy jeans, Pat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is his presence on stage, man. He's a loud, big man. Like he's always towering over.
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
He's a monster, dude. He's a monster. And then like he'll come sometimes just dressed to impress. You know, like wearing the craziest shit.
I love it.
Fuck, it's wild, man. It's wild. This man is.
When he did the one in London, this guy had a huge fur coat.
Yes,
and like gold frames.
The gold frame glasses, bro.
Just came in there stunting.
And he just whooped on the kid.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Oh yeah,
it was a dope battle. It was
really good.
Man's got on his feelings. I was like, sorry, Tay-Rock, but Pat won. You got your feelings.
Like the game, the battle rap game lost a fucking legend, man. Like I like one of the goats of battle rap right now to me. Like definitely,
they're all mourning. They're all mourning.
Do you think that was his best performance against? What did you say, Tay-Rock?
Tay-Rock? I don't know what his best performance would be.
He's got so many notables, man. That one against Disaster was unreal.
Yeah, the one against Disaster was crazy.
Like to me, that's like one of his best. Even the one against Daylight, he was. I remember he was talking on his social.
Sharon he's battled so many people. Like his resume is just amazing.
It's huge.
So,
it's huge.
Really hard to say.
I want
great battles.
Yeah, he's had some crazy battles. He's had some close ones too. Like I'm not saying he's won every single one he's done, but he's won the majority of them. You know what I mean? Like he's like I remember he was talking on his socials during that COVID period there about how he was planning on battling Madchild actually, but shit fell through and it didn't line up with schedules or something. So he ended up just like starting a podcast and like doing his own like thing. Like the man's busy. He's talked to some really like dope MCs and people in the game too on that podcast, man. So pretty wild.
Do you think Madchild would have had a shot?
No. I'm sorry. Depending on what that contract said, he wasn't allowed to talk about.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Madchild battle rap, and it wasn't that great.
Yeah, he battle rapped in King of the Dot against Daylight, bro. He battled against Daylight.
Yeah,
King of the Dot. Yep.
And Daylight is not no one you want to fuck with. So
no, you don't take him lightly.
I remember a few years back, he was beefing with Snack.
Who?
Snack the Ripper.
He was battle. Yeah, that whole Stomp Down Killers crew was battling with him, man.
And like, I mean, no disrespect to Madchild as a legend, bringing the Canadian hip hop scene to where it is, but like none of that really resonated hard with me. Like, so to go toe to toe with a guy like Pat Stay.
well, it's just the thing with Mad Child at the time. He was all high
You
on
know,
drugs and in a different
everyone
world,
wants to
bro.
be like, like that top Canadian
Mm-hmm.
rapper, right? If you can say that you beat them all, whether it's an industry guy or an actual battle rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Mm-hmm.
have industry guys coming in all the time. Like King Los, he
Yeah,
battled recently. He did
Mm-hmm.
actually pretty well.
no, for sure.
Um, a few people come in here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Bud did one a few years back.
Hmm.
I think
That's
Math. I
right.
think Math won against Meth.
That was like a rehearsed one though,
Okay.
Yeah, it was. It was
because
not
like
very
it was
good.
like over music. No, like
It wasn't
it
very good.
wasn't
The
just like an acapella.
It looked like a video show,
Yeah,
video
like
shoot,
it looked
rather
like
than like
yeah,
them filming
exactly
them
like a
rapping.
music video. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was
Yeah.
it was just for the culture
Yeah.
is what it was. It was just to see Meth spit
Hmm.
Joe
against a lot of
Budden won against, was it Arson? Or Arsenal?
Arsenal, I think, and I don't know if he won that, man.
Joe won
That
against Arsenal.
I
no,
don't
I
know.
did not watch
that's
that
what he was
battle.
part of. That's what he was part
I need to watch
of
that.
Slaughterhouse. He didn't win. He didn't win.
No,
I need
but
to
but
watch
I'm
Arsenal,
just
that.
saying he's talking about industry guys stepping in.
Arsenal,
Arsenal
Yeah.
whooped his ass. Arsenal whooped his ass all three rounds.
I gotta watch that.
Mm.
I
But
can't believe I missed that.
to like, I don't know. Yeah, like it. Yeah,
Cassie
was
still battles here and there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, for sure.
Cassie thinks he's 300 and 0. It's hilarious. Or 301 and 0.
Who's
Cassie,
this?
Yeah, I know. Cassidy,
Yeah.
Cassidy, bro.
I think
Cassie's a funny guy.
I think Cassidy's best ability is to just continuously come up with bars, regardless if they're dope or not. He's never gonna stutter.
just
He's
rap.
never gonna get
That's
into
what
an
he does.
spot.
Just
He's
rap.
just gonna
does.
keep feeding you bar after
So
bar.
he does. Speaking about beefs though, like to get back on this Pat Stay shit,
Absolutely.
like there was a beef recently before he passed away where he called out the game because the game was trying to get Eminem's attention, and Pat's like, "Yo, I'm the white rapper you should be battling."
I
And
think
then
it's
there was
interesting.
it was, you know what, and then for the game to block him and shit was
Really?
just
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh, come
yeah,
on.
I heard that. I heard that's what happened.
It
That's
was
funny
wild.
as fuck.
And that was like weeks, just a couple weeks before all this went down, and then the game,
He dropped a diss track though. I didn't
he
listen
did.
to it yet.
He did, and it's over in Marshall Mathers' fucking track too, man.
What's the instrumental? Do you remember?
Yes, Stan.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
No, it's pretty good. It's
Interesting.
pretty good. It's pretty
I'll
good.
listen to it. I meant to listen to it today too. I didn't.
And
I
then
didn't
like
get around to
and
it.
then like speaking about Eminem even like paid his respects too by saying, the game just lost a real one. Like literally, like he paid his respects to Pat. Like there was MCs called Method Man was talking about Pat Stay being sick. Budden was talking about Pat Stay being sick. Like all these MCs were like, "Yo, this boy Pat Stay up in Canada is changing the shit, man." Like
It was nice.
Yeah.
it was
Not
it was crazy.
not to
man.
make this about Eminem, because we discuss him quite oftenly in most hip hop circles. But
Yep.
what was I gonna say? Eminem recognizing him isn't so shocking. It's just you wouldn't think he would say it, but Eminem is such a scholar and someone who studies hip hop so deeply, and he tries to hear as much of it as he can. And he like him
was a battle rapper, right? So
well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's how he cut
Yeah.
his.
like so let's not forget that like
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
he came up with, right? Him improving the battle raps and stuff. Even Pat Stay even battled a guy that was boys with Proof and was just dogging him.
Really?
Yeah.
Was dogging this dude and it was like would bring up Proof and then like it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yep.
So
So,
everybody
like,
from the
it all
313.
just-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, it was crazy when I woke up that morning to a text message from my buddy Tony. Tony friend, shout out.
Shout out to Tony Friend.
Just like, yo, sad day. Sad to hear what happened to Pat Stay. And I'm like, what? And I go to Google right away, and I'm like, no fucking way, man. Like this guy was posting videos the other day at homie's wedding, and then I guess he left the wedding after. Like they haven't filled in the full details yet, but they have a suspect that they've charged. His court date has been postponed till October. So I mean that's a bonus. It's just
At least we
shitty that
got him.
it's shitty
Yeah,
that it's
damn.
happened. It happened the way
It
it
don't
happened.
change nothing. It doesn't change anything.
And you know what's crazy? This cat
What's
supposedly
done
got
is done.
away. This cat that they got in custody right now got away supposedly with a murder charge like a few years back too, man. Like so, fuck. It's gonna be. I'm hoping this guy gets locked up for a really long
The man
time.
was already he was already feeling like Superman before he walked in that bar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he was already waiting for someone to jump off.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone jumped off, and he saw Pat Stay and was like, "I know this guy.
Mm-hmm. Let me stab him for no good fucking reason."
The thing is,
he's a big dude. If we decide to squabble, probably gonna kick my ass.
The thing is too, man, is like, if you didn't think you were gonna get caught stabbing a fucking superstar in your home city, man, you're crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you're at a club, man.
He's big over there. Over there too, no less. He's big. Like,
dude, huge.
In Canada in general, like, if you follow hip hop, you will at least know Pat Stay at some point.
To me, top 5 battle rappers in the game, man. Like, for real. Like, at this moment, before his, like, right up to this point in his career, I think he's top 5 for sure. For sure. In my books, anyway. That's my opinion. You do listen to it more often. I know his
battle rapper. Oof,
going today,
that's
or
tough. Yeah, today. Going today. That's tough. That's tough.
There isn't a guy he wouldn't go up against, though, man. There isn't. Come on 100%,
now.
And it wouldn't. It wouldn't be a one-sided battle either. He's never been one-sided ever. It's always either him one-sided one guy, or it's been equal.
I think I think the safest way to break this down is who gives him an L. Do you got 4 guys that give him an L?
See, that's what I'm saying. It would be tough. That's why
Charlie Clips. I think he battled Charlie Clips actually. Maybe
don't
a long time ago.
know. I don't.
But Charlie Clips. Sue Surf would be crazy.
That'd be a close
against Tay-Rock would be insane right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Insane, because the way Tay-Rock is going right now, anyways, that'd be a whole other thing. But Danny Myers, he's on a next level right now, where the things he says, the rebuttals that would be amazing actually, because Pat Stay was amazing at rebuttals, and he even made it a point to rebuttal in every battle. So like somebody against like I said, like Charlie Clips or Danny Myers, those guys that are known for rebuttaling, it'd be amazing of a battle. Like those are guys that could do it. They have to come 100%, but they can do it, I think.
It would be this. What I'm saying. It wouldn't be a pushover. So that's why I think Pat's up
Definitely
there in
not.
top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I think because Pat could go toe to toe with any one of those guys you just called. That's why I say top 5, man.
Definitely. Our rematch against Daylight 2 would be, because Daylight now also, the things he says, you have to rewatch the battle 6 times for you to catch everything. Like it's
no, for sure. Locksmith would be a deadly one too. I think Locksmith does some shit on the side like that.
I haven't heard any of his battles.
I've heard. It's been a minute, but he definitely has laid down some battles and he's done some pretty solid shit. But he's good behind the mic, that's for sure.
I always would have loved to see Busta Rhymes in that setting.
In a battle rap?
Like a proper, like that style. Because you want to talk about big arms and big theatrics and fucking loud and the crowd jumping in and screaming along like fucking Busta's the king of it.
He'd do the shoulder bumps. He'd do it all.
Yeah.
I think Old Dirty Bastard.
10 chains on and like just money talk people. Like it'd be...
You know he'd give you 32 bars in fucking patois, like.
That's what I'm saying. And then like go in like the rhyme schemes while going super fast. Like a lot of people won't even catch half the things he'll be saying.
Yeah,
like
that's the issue.
But a lot of industry guys can't battle rap. It's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
You know, and they tell you it's not the same thing. And it goes the other way too. A lot of battle rappers can't do industry stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Pat Stay is a living. Pat Stay was a living, walking, like. Image of that exactly.
DMX had almost no gears, you know what I mean? DMX would say the same shit in his song that he would say to you on the street. Most of it was just bare aggression and teeth and barking and fucking. It's either a love song, a song about God, or someone's getting robbed and beaten.
No doubt.
In every two.
Essentially, that's pretty much the combo. Yeah.
But yeah, sad day that we lost this guy, man. It was. I was shocked. I was shook. I couldn't believe it. It was nuts.
One of the things I think we have to do is continue to put people like Pat Stay's names into conversations like this, because, you know, the body of work stays, even though, you know, we've experienced a tragedy. Like, you never forget people as long as they stay in the conversations. And that's why, like, you know, we have so many great artists that we lost to just bare stupidity. You know what I mean? Where we only have X amount of catalog from them because they got shot over, you know, more often than not, something that they didn't even deserve to be in, or I can't speak for Biggie and Pac because that was just a worldwide publicized beef. You know what I mean? Like, basically anybody sees you on the other coast, like.
But like nowadays, man, it's like a reoccurring thing, man. It's happening on like the weekly. You know what I mean? There's some MC getting shot or murdered. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. It's not good, man. Like just recently, P&B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, P&B was my guy.
Like unreal, man. Unreal, man.
Mm-hmm. All because this girl decided to post. But you know what's funny? You see that like they just came out with more stuff that he posted too. He posted in the parking lot about like that he was over there and this and that. And then they get in there 45 minutes later. She posts, and then come on now. And then the people show up and got him down for the jewelry.
Ice-T.
What are we doing here?
I was just gonna say yes, Corey. Yes.
Ice-T recently just said like like this gang life ain't a game. You know what I mean? You don't be rolling through the hood. You don't see true LA guys like me, Dre, Snoop, and like Cube. With our chains hanging out and shit, you know what I mean, and bracelets and all this shit, you know what I mean. Like
it's not hanging for out fun at a Waffle
House. This ain't no joke, man. This ain't no joke. You know what I mean? So it's just I don't know.
You can't just be out in the streets willy nilly.
No,
like,
man.
It's just you, your wifey, and your kid. Like
there's no respect, man.
And Ice-T came up during the cocaine '80s, man. Like
yes, man.
Real gangster.
Now here's one of my takes on this. When Corey and I were younger, we lost Biggie, we lost Big L, and we lost Pac. All the violence. And Freaky Tah, but he's not exactly in the same sort of level.
Yes.
And to us, that was tragic because we lost all timers to us. And I think even now, if you go back and look at their catalogs, I don't know about Big L, but Big Pun, Pac, and Big should be in most people's top 8s.
Yeah.
12 to 15 if you want to slide Pun down a little bit. Sure. Or Big L, I should say too.
Yeah, Big L. I mean,
top 10 regardless.
Yeah.
And
just because of impact alone, like if you still, it's the same thing when it comes to like the Jordan and like LeBron things, right? It's like if you still have to compare, like I'm relevant, my guy. Like I'm big enough that like you can't take me off the list because you have to compare. You have to compare us.
Yes.
Automatically. And if anybody new coming up, you're going to compare. You know.
But yeah,
like when it comes to Drake, I mean to Cole and Kendrick and stuff, it's the next comparison and stuff. You know, it's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't sell. Obviously, I'm not trying to juxtapose Drake to any of these guys, but when he's doing his like sometime in some place raps, 4 a.m. and wherever, or 10 p.m. or whatever.
Oh, Drake.
When he's just dumping, man, it's good. It sounds like good rap music to me. I mean, it's not Big L, but.
Yeah, no, it's not lyrically talented. You know what I mean? But yes,
like
it's good.
He spits and you're like, oh shit, that's fire. Like you're still gonna do, ooh, that's nice. You know, like
sure.
I would have thought that shit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That was nice.
So anyway, so to get back to my point, when we were kids, we lost those guys, and it shook. Corey and I think Guru died. Not Guru. Guru died a little later.
Gangstar, it was health issues.
That was later. Anyways, the point is that shook us, but those were only the rappers that died that we really knew. Nowadays, there's 10 billion rappers coming out of everywhere on Spotify and SoundCloud and that, and most of them are kids from Chicago and Atlanta and high danger cities, and they're ending up getting shot and killed. So it feels like we got like a million rappers dying more often.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kids don't even get to like enjoy the little fame, the little stardom that they get.
Yeah.
By the time they're killed off.
But then I looked at Touch closer. Okay, I don't know King Von. I know nothing about him except for he died and he was boys with Dirk.
Yeah, he was
boys with Dirk. He was coming up. He was doing this thing, and he died off some bullshit.
Again, what gang-related bullshit though?
Gang-related bullshit. But like
I was a gangster, man. Straight up.
So like, if you're gonna be in that gang life, then like, it comes
like you can't be doing both, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be
you have to get out
try to pursue. You got to either 100% give it, you know what I mean, into pursuing a hip hop career and leave that gang life behind 100%, or just be a gangster, man. Like don't try to bring the two together because it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna
Yeah,
work.
you gotta get out that life.
I have a thought about that. Back in the day, before you got any real spins and any real popularity and any tours and shows and stuff, you had to be associated with a label and you had to take yourself out of that completely because you were doing other shit now. You were taken away from your team on the street and all of that, and you were not removed from it, but further away from it. Nowadays, you record in your kitchen, you fucking mix and master it right there, you post it within an hour, and then you just go back to your life, and then all of a sudden you blow up. You know, you got 600,000 spins, and now you're number 10 in the country, but you don't know. You just you literally put it up on your laptop, and you just went back to whatever you were doing. Usually street shit, right?
But I mean,
exactly. You didn't even sign a deal yet.
Yeah,
but
back in the day, they'd be like, they start grooming you and like they get you in a gym and like you're not hanging out in the corner anymore.
You know what, man? But it's like totally different from like P&B. Like for instance, the guy was literally sitting there with his old lady having fucking breakfast at wherever he was.
That's a
House,
different
whatever.
thing.
You know, like being a gangster is being a gangster. The chance of you getting shot is gonna happen.
He even say he's not even about that life anymore. Like
nah, this kid, this dude
from all of that.
Yeah, this 30-year-old man left that game behind.
You know what? I'm gonna pursue my dream. Like fuck this shit.
Stop hanging out with all his homies. Yeah, man.
Like he's not even from there. Like he went over to fucking
you know what I mean?
LA. Like he's in LA doing his music shit. You know,
another
and,
guy too though. Like
he was dirty.
Dolph is another guy. He got buying cookies, man. Shit. He went back to his home city buying cookies. Gets shot outside of a cookie baking shop.
That man's about gang shit too, though. Like.
Fuck.
Like,
you can't be doing both.
Just before that, his car got laced with 100 shots, and then he came with a song about it called 100 shots. The song blew up. It was amazing. Like,
yeah, man, you're right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah,
he's still about that life. So eventually,
true. He was still he was still doing that life.
You know who wasn't about that life anymore and was working very hard to help change the perception and the people in that life was Nipsey.
Yep.
You know, Nipsey went a long way to not only remove himself from any, like he didn't turn his back on the people per se, but he's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm about Crenshaw.
You know, he's doing everything in his power to make sure his community could thrive and like do things for themselves. You know,
and it wasn't about the Bloods and the Crips anymore. He was trying to get to a place where the human being under the fucking bandana was who he was trying to uplift, and the people around all of those people. And gang violence runs deeper than love in some circles, and it's really fucking sad to see. But
it's the truth, though.
But Nipsey gave his. I mean, I don't think he died because of his genuine kind actions. No. But I mean, why not snuff out a great light? You know, get your name on a fucking people talking about you for no good reason whatsoever.
It's all about that. They all have that. Like people, how do I explain this? It's that crab mentality, you know, where it's just like, oh, I see y'all getting up. I can't have that. So I'm going to bring you back down here.
We got the crabs in the bucket.
Down here, then you got to go, you know? And it's very unfortunate that people think that way, you know?
You know, in regards to my comment about how we have so many rappers dying, if you look closely, though, they took a lot of really good ones from us. You know, we lost Pop Smoke to that.
Yep.
Pop Smoke, Pop Smoke was exactly that. It was these kids 50. He had all the charm, he had the sound, he had the good looks, he had the presence.
He had everything. He had everything.
Everything about him.
Yeah, killed in his shower, man. Killed in his shower. Like, yes,
what?
bro.
I didn't even know it was in his shower. That's a damn shame.
Killed in his shower, man. Goddamn, killed in his shower. Shit.
Wasn't there some fucking sneaky shit with that too?
It was like location again on phone or some shit, or he told people he was at home and come get him or so. Something like that. I don't know the exact details, but I know he was murdered in his shower, man, because I read that shit today.
And like he was fresh out of that gang shit, but still part of that gang shit. Man. But, like,
well,
again, it was haters. Like, it was haters on that one. It was haters on that one.
Like what, 24, something like that, 25.
Some stains don't come out in the wash, man. You spend a life doing dirt. Man.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm not in no way are we justifying this, but I'm saying like, you know, it's you could try to get out. Back. Yeah.
Karma's a bitch, man.
It comes back.
You do bad shit, bad things happen to you. It's crazy. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's nuts. It's not even just the gun though. Even these or the knife or whatever. Like these young kids dying of overdoses and shit. Like up and coming like hip hop to be legends, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, like Mac Miller, one of the biggest, man. Like for real.
Yeah, that was upsetting when I heard that one. I was like, damn. Like Mac Miller was like when I was coming like end of high school, beginning CJEP. Mac Miller was really like coming up, right? Mac was my age, so it was like everything he was saying was extremely relatable. It was the exact thing I was doing and going
Yeah,
through, chilling with the homies, just smoking weed,
Mm-hmm.
just trying to live life, and like just and like you saw in his music, things were just progressing in a different way, and the things he was
Yes.
saying, the way he was thinking.
He was going from being happy to being sad, man. You can just hear it. It was sad to see, man.
Watching movies with the sound off is
crazy.
I don't know if it even gets any of the recognition it deserves. Like
right, man. Right.
Oh, so in a generation where we basically got Big Sean, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick basically repeatedly. That's what we got mostly throughout the early 2010s, the late thousands, early 2010s. Yeah. Mac Miller was a shining gem amongst those guys.
And he just doing it all on his own.
He just never really got brought into those conversations much. Schoolboy Q thought the world of him. They were very close.
Really
like
goofy white kid from Pittsburgh, man. I guess I don't know.
It was great for like my generation. My age group.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I was like I said when I was at CJEP, this is all that was being played a lot around me. Him like Wiz Khalifa stuff like. Like that was just the setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like so. Sorry, Ty. Finish your thought.
No, that's it. That's it.
So like when we I sound old as shit every time I say, well, when we were coming up, but when we were younger, man, we would have a tape deck and we have a two tape radio with batteries and instrumentals, and everywhere we'd go, people would just be rapping and drinking 40s and skateboards and smoking. Someone would be tagging something, and everyone's trying to come up with new bars for the next time we would meet up with each other and this and that and whatever. And Mac Miller definitely feels like a kid who spent his time doing that.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you see the video with him on the bus, and he's just like rapping, and he's like maybe like 16, 15 years old, and he's just rapping on the bus, rapping about things and this and that going around him.
Wiz Khalifa doesn't strike me as the type of kid who would just walk up to people at the basketball court and like drop his bars, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No diss to Wiz, but like.
Yeah, but
I think his approach was a little different than that,
No, his was like he was sitting on his couch smoking a whole bunch of weed and was like just listening to instrumentals and just started rapping.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I could probably do something with this.
Yeah. Like I could see Mac Miller down at 32nd Avenue. At 100%. The courts, like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. Man.
So I mean, I'm not the expert on Mac Miller. I know you guys know a lot more of his stuff than I do. Yes. But just the outpouring of love that now you're starting to hear more of now that he's passed away. It's already been 2 or 3 years maybe.
Something like that.
So
my buddy from Winnipeg was actually just at a bar in Montreal last week. And the DJ was playing nothing but Mac Miller jams the whole night.
Jeez.
It was a tribute night to Mac Miller. It was a tribute night to Mac Miller.
Dang.
Pretty dope. Yeah.
Shame I missed that.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, there's even other MCs, like a guy I never really listened to. I literally listened to the first song of his, I think a couple weeks ago when you posted it, Grant. Juice WRLD, man. Another MC that lost his life to pills, man. And his music was just like that one track he played. It's like, why didn't this guy get some help, man? Why? Like, this is a cry for help,
he
man.
Asked for it. The song "Wishing Well."
Like this is a cry for help. This song, man. Yeah. Like someone, like, what is going on?
So I'm a giant emo kid, but like, Juice WRLD was fucking emo as shit, man. Like, he was hurting on almost every song. Almost everything Juice will put out, he was freestyling. Most of it was freestyle, and he just carried so much pain. Like that tune, "Wishing Well," man. Oh,
man.
Oh,
it was a tough one for sure.
It uplifts my spirits when I hear it because I'm like, you know what? Fuck yeah, Juice is going through it too. But like, man,
yeah, damn, no doubt.
Yeah,
like,
that's just
crazy.
The culture right now,
Fight, yeah, no doubt.
The pills and the lean and it's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And these kids just they don't know any better, and all they hear is songs about that, right?
Yeah.
So they end up doing it, and then they're way too young to even know what the hell's going on, and
Like I don't
by
know,
that point
man.
it's too late.
But like,
And then
It just
if you get famous off this shit,
oh
then it's
yeah.
even worse because like now it's an unlimited supply, and
Hmm.
the people around you are just a lot of times are just there because you're rich and famous now.
like
So
Exactly. Take their
it's
piece and
just
then.
you don't get actual love,
Mhm.
and
it's
so
just
you drown it out with more drugs and alcohol, and
it's just so sad to see though and hear,
tears you
man, because
apart.
all their music is just sad, depressing, like shit, man.
You
It's like
see it all the time with rock
wow,
stars. Like,
like
sorry, not to cut across you, Corey, but you see it all the time with musicians and big celebrities and stuff. When they're on stage, the world loves them. We love you. It's loud. We love you. We love you. And then boom, you're alone, and nobody really loves
well,
you.
yeah. I
You
mean,
got
shit.
nothing. Your wife is at home. She hates you because you're on the road all year. Your kids don't really know who you are. You can't go to a movie because people are going to be screaming about how much they fucking love you. You can't go to do the groceries because people are going to be like, oh my God, can I get a picture with you? You are loved by everybody and you are so unbelievably alone.
Mhm.
And here comes
It's
the
tough.
H train. Heroin loves you.
Yeah, no
Heroin ain't
doubt.
going nowhere.
No, that heroin, yeah, shit, no doubt. Crazy. It's just wild, man.
Rockstar life is different.
Mm.
That rockstar life is crazy.
Like yeah, this new age like hip hop depressing stuff is just like pill
Well,
popping,
here's my question.
it's crazy.
When we were kids, I didn't even know what the fuck Xanax was or anything like
Me
that.
neither.
How did kids have such access to these things? Is it literally, oh, I have anxiety and doctors are just fucking flinging Xanax off the shelves?
Well,
Could
everybody
possibly.
has anxiety now, apparently, so
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's true though.
yeah, but not everyone needs to be
everybody can get
medicated
that now.
for it.
Yeah, well, in
You know?
America, you can get pills for
And,
anything, man. Pretty much, dude. You know what I mean? Doctors
and
hand the
it's
prescriptions like
about the
it's
money,
candy.
guys. It's
Yeah,
about the
bro.
money.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look at what Oxycontin look at what Oxycontin did to fucking the United States over the last 20 years.
Yep.
Crazy.
And look what fentanyl's doing now. Fentanyl killed Mac Miller. Yeah, his addiction was bad, but it was because his coke had fentanyl in it.
Yeah, man.
And the
Yeah.
guy
Bad
got
match.
20 years or something.
20 years, yeah.
It's
You know?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is nuts, man.
Never
Sad.
in my life would I think about eating pills when we were hanging out and fucking around and shit. Like,
No.
we
No.
weed a
No,
four
pills is not really my thing.
weed a 40, and like maybe if somebody had a little bit of hard liquor, we'd like take a taste. But like other than
Yeah.
that, man, maybe mushrooms. Like, but like you know what I mean? Like the idea of eating like fucking 8 Xanax in a day, or like here you hear some people 20
No,
Vicodin in a
no.
day. Like,
Yeah, I've been seeing people on Zans just out of it. Just
Crazy.
they're not really there. They're just on autopilot doing things,
mhm.
and
Yeah, it's
won't even remember half the time.
there's no emotion. It's
Yeah.
just zombie. Zombie.
See, when I'm on too much whiskey, I'm on autopilot doing things that I'm not in control of either. But at least there's energy and there's a presence going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Out of the guys we've named, out of the guys we've lost recently, do you think any of them truly had any potential to be Alzheimer's?
Mac Miller, Pop Smoke was probably on his way.
Cosmo was definitely on his way. Like, oof. Cosmo
Mac Miller, I think would have been one. Yeah,
Mac
one to be
Miller.
up there too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for
Mac
sure.
Miller was
Juice World and
definitely on
stuff.
his way.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, for the new generation, Juice WRLD was a real big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, not as much, but that's me personally. But I know a lot of cats that
Same.
love Juice WRLD, so
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
so him too, probably the way
Yeah.
people saying.
A lot of people like Triple X. I'm not the biggest
about
fan.
to
I
say-
was.
Not
I
for
was
me
never.
either.
Yeah.
Not for me, but a lot of people. That again, that's the new age stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
No,
for
for
the
sure.
new generation, that was their bread and butter.
Well,
Yep.
we don't we condone getting fucked up, but we don't condone overdoing it here on Into the North. At least not in that sense. So
Moderation.
exactly.
Moderation.
If
Yeah,
look, if you're
moderation.
eating pills and stuff to turn up, I mean, this is your life and your path, and you could do it. But if you're eating pills because you're fighting, the demons, all that bad stuff, might I suggest talking to somebody, calling somebody
Reach
you
out,
love, calling somebody you care
Step
about.
one. Step one.
In a world where we're
Talk to
trying to rebuild mental health, especially amongst men, talk to somebody.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I mean, Juice
Sure.
WRLD put out a million songs about it, but everyone just kept giving him more drugs.
Yeah, no
Like,
doubt.
I mean, that's like I said. That's that what they're. How do I explain this? It's the culture that he was in, right? So,
Yeah, no doubt. Yep, definitely part of the culture for sure.
Well, we are the company we keep, right? If everybody around you wants to keep you fucking medicated.
Exactly, so they can still get what they want. And,
Eminem was the biggest rapper in the world, and he had people around him that truly loved and cared about him. Proof cared and loved about him. He loved him, you know what I mean? He had people around him that truly cared about his well-doing, and he was still able to eat 70 Vicodin in a sitting, or whatever the fuck it was at its worst.
Yeah,
no kidding. That's true.
No kidding. That's very true.
That's true. People just they try and battle their demons however they think they can.
Yep.
And it's not always the right way.
Yeah.
But once you get into it, you can't really tell them any different.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to want to help themselves at the end of the day.
If you
can't help yourself, then no other help is gonna help.
As a man who has taken his problems and poured whiskey all over them many an occasion, when I could have said, hey, I'm struggling, I need some help. If people don't help you, well, then that's one thing. But if you don't say it out loud, well, then, you'll never know.
That, for sure.
Sometimes you need to hear yourself say something out loud to even acknowledge if it's really a problem or not. Like I'll have something banging around in my head. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm so stressed about this. And then once I say it out loud, I hear it, and I'm like, wow, that sounds ridiculous. What am I even worried about really this?
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's not the shit that's gonna make you eat tons of pills and go through these tragic, these sufferings. But clear out the fucking useless stuff, and you have room to focus on the good stuff. Or sorry, the stuff that's most pressing.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't drown my demons if they know how to swim, right?
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Well, Ty, thanks so much, man. Like, this has been so good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for your insight on the battle
short
scene.
Notice, homie. Yeah. So glad you were able to do this with us, man. Honestly,
it was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hopefully next time we'll be in some more cheery circumstances than
no doubt.
Hit me back up. I'm always ready. Let me know.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
So
again, thanks for coming on, bro.
Anything you want to plug?
Actually, I am Thai Sauce, Instagram. Check me out at fresh_and with the N_frozen514. That is my catering business. I'm actually going to be doing a Thanksgiving meals coming up.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that.
I know my mom's is gonna love that. My mom's is gonna definitely
coming
love
out just now. Turkey, stuffing, potatoes, sweet potatoes, the fixings. I got them all.
Nice. We're gonna link all your stuff in the YouTube description and when we post on Instagram and you better come back so we could talk about some more shit and definitely less tragic stuff. You know what I mean?
No kidding.
I got
again. Thank you.
Yeah, once again, thank you, man. We add another excellent guest to the list of guests we've already had so far.
Yes.
And to the north, man, it's cooler up here. We're gonna keep it pushing. We still got more stuff coming, and working on some TikTok content. So keep your eyes on the TikTok, the IG. We always got some stuff coming up in the story. We're working hard for you, man, and it's starting to get chilly. So
we're trying.
No more beach days, man. Let's get it cracking.
Winter is coming.
Exactly.
The north is gonna get cold.
Yeah, it's always cold up here, baby. So, for my man out in Winnipeg, Chantastic Corey Chan, here in Montreal, for Thai Sauce, I'm Don the Jeweler. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Don't turn up too hard. And say goodnight to the bad guys. We out.